So I've been so busy. Mm. Um, Finally got a chance to sit down and talk. Um, so I am excited. This is gonna be a little more fun. Don't mind my hair. I am growing hair by the second, and I'm not mad at it. um, but anyway, yeah. So it's just been really busy. I've got a lot of stuff going on, so I had to take a break. But I came back. I did have enough time to come back, so I am here. And I just wanted to do this because I thought it was fun. I kind of came across a podcast with this, so I wanted to come and do my own podcast for it. Just because it seemed fun and I'm kind of doing my own thing with it. So anyway, not much else going on. I'm still reading Catching Fire. Haven't gotten very far because I've been so busy, but hopefully I'll get further. But anyway, my goal is to finish the series before the summer's over because I do have a book that I want to read. I've never read it, so we'll talk about that when it comes. But anyway, this podcast, like I said, I heard a podcast talking about the movies that I'm going to showcase in this, but I wanted to do my own thing, give my own, like, kind of perspective on this. Movies so bad they're good. So I don't have a specific, technically there's 5. So I guess you could call it a top 5. I'm rating them based on different things, and I'm going to talk about why I'm rating them so bad they're good. So let's kind of, there's no other way to say this first movie, so I hope I don't get whatever from it because it's what it's called. It's what the book is called. It's what the movie's called. So I don't know how else to say it without you not knowing how to look it up or how to knowing what it is. So first one I want to talk about it's a little, it's heavy and so bad it's good because it's heavy. So bad it's good also because it's very it's yelling at you basically. The book gives that sort of idea a lot stronger than the movie, but it still does. So we're talking about the Virgin Suicides. So the book was done in 1998. The movie was done in 1999. This movie is very, 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 very serious, very heavy. Like I said, it's the only way I can describe it. If you haven't read it or seen it, definitely recommend checking it out because it is not what you think. It is not what you expect. It's not what you are gonna it is the place you're gonna go to, but it's not. There's a level of there's a different mindset behind it. And I think it's something that if you were to watch it without asking yourself the questions that you need to ask, I don't really know if you're a good person. I don't want to seem like, I don't know. It's just if you are somebody who gets it, you get it. If you don't, I don't think you will. Definitely good for the acting. Definitely not much to say about the bad. The next movie, Osmosis Jones. If you were a kid in the late 90s into the 2000s, like, you probably saw this movie. You probably heard about this movie. This was a big deal. Got Bill Murray and Chris Rock. It is animated. Sorry, the last movie I forgot to say, it has Kirsten Dunst, Josh Hart in it. Like, it's a heavy hitter movie, so it's definitely good. Forgot to say that. So it's part animated. This Osmosis Jones, 2001. It was part animated, part live action. It's a story that I believe was written to help kids to learn about health. And I think it's important. And I think it was a great way to kind of introduce kids into what it means to take care of yourself. So bad it's good because it's gross. Definitely, this is the beginning of the gross out humor, like, teen movies. This is where we came from with that. Also, the acting isn't that great. But it's okay. Like, it's okay because the story is really good. I think that's what redeems it. Personally, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's great. I think it's a fun movie. It's like one of those movies that you could sit down as a family, could watch it, and you can maybe even like talk. I think we don't have enough movies like this anymore. We don't have movies where it's like, oh, that's fine, we can watch it. Like, you have to screen everything now, and it's like, but definitely worth the watch. It's on the last movie, I believe it's on Pluto. This one's on Tubi, so you can watch it for free. But I'm pretty sure the last movie's on Pluto. You can look it up. So it's definitely worth the watch. And I don't have much to say bad about that one either. Now we're getting into it. Fame from 2009. Oh, tell me why I watched this movie like a bajillion times. It's so bad. But it's like, you can't stop watching. Yeah, Kay Panabaker, which, growing up, I was a big fan of Danielle Panabaker. Stuck in the Suburbs was like one of my favorite movies. Kay Panabaker was in Read It and Weep, which was a great movie also. I'm not really into DComs anymore, but they were good. Loved Danielle Panabaker on The Flash. Big fan. But this I mean, okay, so the original one wasn't good. I didn't like the original one at all. This one, at the very least, you got some good singers in there. You got some great dancers. My God. the dancers in this movie. Okay, so there's a dancer named Carrington Payne. This girl is so good. I don't know whatever happened to her. Let's see. Let's see what happened to her. Right? What else was she in? What else did she do? Oh, okay. She was in True Blood. She was in Born to Dance. Okay, so she was in some stuff. So I think she should have done more dancing though, man. So freaking good. The scene where it's like the one guy's getting talked to in the like office and they're playing the song Black and Gold and she's like dancing with the troupe. That dance is so good. Like it's so slinky and cool. I don't know. And then Megan Mullally, the karaoke scene where she sings like the Broadway song. I was like, what? I mean, I literally could not believe it. Could not believe it. That was my favorite part. Those two of my favorite parts. But that was my favorite part. Incredible. Incredible. Amazing. Amazing. Wonderful. So bad because of the acting. The acting is terrible. You got Kelsey Grammer, Megan Mullally. They're doing their best. Kate Panabaker. I don't dislike her acting. I loved her. There's another movie that she was in that I actually recently rewatched, like last year or something like that. From when I was a teenager. It was called Custody. It was like a Lifetime movie, and she played like a girl who was living with her stepdad. No, yes, her stepdad. Her mother had passed, and then her biological father wanted to see her over the holidays, and it was a no-go. It was bad. And without getting too much into it, she basically is like, stepdad, adopt me. And yeah, so it was good. But anyway, this was good, like I said, for that. And then it was bad for the acting. It was bad because it's just like at the end, they just throw everything they can at you. That they're just like, we want every 2009 thing. You're going to see it. We got Afro jazz dancing. We got lyrical. We got the whole thing. And it was interesting. But it was good. It was good. It was good. 90s babies. I think you'll get it. It felt very, very that era. Which leads me to giving myself enough time to talk about why I did this. Tell me why I watched these movies now a couple of times again. I and okay, so I found this podcast that talked about this specific movie, both of these movies, because there's two movies that come from this. And if it, okay, so we're talking about Mortal Kombat from 1995. Okay. let's just back it up because I grew up with a brother who literally did nothing but play video games. Yeah. Yes, I am calling him out. He played video games, and sometimes on the weekends I would play video games with him because he had like the James Bond video game for N64 that was so fun. I don't know why it was so fun, but it was fun. He had like Banjo-Kazooie or whatever. He had there's one more and now I don't remember, but anyway, he also had the original Mortal Kombat, like I don't know if it was like the first one, but it was like one of those ones. It was like an older one. And I thought it was so fun. I thought it was, like, I don't know, there was something about it that was just like so cool to me. And then these movies really told the story, I think, and I don't know, they're really bad. Like I said, 1995. And let's just talk about this for a second. And I'm gonna talk about this a lot more than just a second, because we all of us ladies especially, we all have that one guy in a movie, and you guys are already laughing. I can hear you laughing. I can feel you laughing. They will be basically, they call it an awakening. And so I don't really honestly know why. Okay, so when this movie came out, I was 4. Okay, but in 1998, I was 7. And we had gotten this movie from Blockbuster, because if you grew up in the 90s, you know Friday night was usually a Blockbuster night. Ours was Pizza Hut and Blockbuster. We would go to Pizza Hut and we would actually eat at the Pizza Hut, because kids in the 90s, you could go to the Pizza Hut and eat at the Pizza Hut. So we went to the Pizza Hut, we ate, and then we went to Blockbuster on the way home, and we picked up usually a movie for my parents, a movie for my sister, who was 10 years older than me, so she needed her teen movies. And my brother basically got to pick the movie because he was older than me, and I was like literally a child and didn't know and didn't care. But we would pick out like one movie for us, basically, and we would watch all of them. Usually my parents let us see their movie because they didn't pick out like bad movies. But sometimes if they did pick a movie that was a little more like, they would be like, okay, go to bed. And then we would go to bed. There's also an interesting story, side note, that my sister rented Girl Interrupted, and my mom said, do not come down these stairs. Do not come into this room. Do not look at this TV. I don't know what's going to be in it. She doesn't know what's going to be in it. We rented it because we don't know what's going to be in it. We did not buy it. So I want you to stay out of the room. We're going to watch it together. My sister was already like 18 at the time, 17, 18, which is technically old enough to see an R-rated movie. So she was fine. She was like, if we have to turn it off, it's fine. I just heard about it. I heard it was good. I don't know. Let's see. What did little 6-year-old me do but walk down the steps in the middle of the scene that was the worst scene in the entire movie and scarred me for life? There's a song playing in the background and literally can't hear that song. No. We go there and it was not good. And my mom is like, I told you. And I'm like, I know. I scarred myself for life. It's my fault. Anyway, so back on the track. Rent this from Blockbuster, sit down, and so we are starring Robin Shou as Liu Kang. And let me tell you, I looked at the screen and said, he's so cute. And my mom was like, no. It's happening. It's starting. No. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if it was because my sister was older than me and she was noticing boys that I was just following her and like mimicking her. My sister didn't even see this movie. She didn't like this movie. She walked away. She was like, this is stupid. It had nothing to, I don't know. the only thing I could say is that was kind of like, but I had said that about Boys before, like right before that. So I don't know, but it was technically the first time I really like watched a movie because I liked a guy. So he was your typical martial art. I can't speak. He rendered me speechless. No, he's your typical martial artist kind of guy. Very much not an actor. The acting in this movie is subpar. The graphics in this movie are 90s by every stretch of the imagination, and I will literally eat it up every time. It's the best. So yeah, I mean it was okay, so I'm gonna take you through it a little bit because this is why it's so good though. So you have him, obviously being him, gorgeous in my little 7-year-old mind, and there were two guys. Okay, there was him and there was Freddie Prinze Jr. When I saw She's All That, I said the same thing. I was like, he's so cute. And my mom was just like, you're 7, calm down. But this one was different. I don't know, it was just different. I found myself watching this video again because I just thought it was like, he's so cute. Oh my God, he's so cute. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But anyway, so the part of the story that I think drew me into, okay, so we have, I'm probably botching these names, Talisa Soto, who played Kitana, who literally my favorite video game character. She's so freaking cool. Like, she's got the fans that just like whip and like cut and like she'll kill you. And like, she's supposed to be like this gorgeous princess. And I mean, what little girl doesn't want to be a gorgeous princess? Right? Like, that was me, right? Not really. But I loved her character. She was so cool. And this lady's really pretty. Like, I felt like she was really naturally pretty. And even like by standards of today, I really like how they made her naturally pretty. And the other thing that I really respect, there's a girl in the story, Sonia, who is like the tomboy and like she's blonde, but she's like a 90s hot girl. And all the guys in the podcast that I was listening to were like, oh my God, she's so hot. I don't even care. She can't act. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, we get it, okay? We get it. She's blonde and she's tall and she's hot. But like, this girl is brunette, medium height, medium build, like not anything that you would have thought in the 90s. Like in the 90s, everybody was a stick figure if they were hot. But like, she's gorgeous. And I just think this is why guys should not be a part of critiquing movies, because that's all I care about. But anyway, I digress. First time we see her, first time our main character Liu Kang sees her, she's sitting in this like lounge area under an umbrella, and he's like, "Oh, who's that?" He didn't really say it that way, but and like if she would have had sunglasses on, she would have pulled them down and been like, "Hey," because she likes him too, and it's literally the cutest thing ever. Because he's like kind of pretending almost. She's kind of pretending a lot, and she's just like sitting there staring at him, and then they end up fighting, in like sparring. I call it sparring because it wasn't a fight. They were sparring. She puts him down. Like, yes, queen. Puts him down and says, you're gonna have another fight. Use the element that brings life. What are you freaking saying? And at first he's like, this is a green flag for me for him though. Okay, so he says, what? Wait, what? Hold on, what? And she walks away. We're done. We're done here. Bye. See you later. See you later, babe. And wait, what did I say? What? And so he immediately goes into another battle. um, who actually is played by another martial artist who actually was part of with him fighting, training and teaching fighting choreography to the actors, which is kind of cool. So anyway, so we have these two amazing martial artists showcasing their talent. He trips over a bucket of water. This guy that he's fighting can shoot ice out of his hands. This sounds so crazy. Whatever. Anyway, he already beat up a reptile thingy. This thing gummy that looks like a reptile, but it's a person. I don't even know. He kicks the crap out of it. For Katana. Because he wants her to see how cool he is. But then after they have their sparring, she tells him whatever. He goes, he fights this ice dude, trips over a bucket of water, and remembers what she said, and was like, oh, gotcha, water. On it, my babe. And green flag because he didn't take like 20 minutes to be like, why did she say what? I can't find it. Thank you. You are smart and gorgeous. Yeah, so takes the water, slings it, literally wins everything. Like, great job, my guy. Yeah. Then we have like a moment with the other guy, Johnny Cage, fighting this other weird person, Scorpion. This is a great fight. I'm not into fights. This is an iconic fight. You have the music in the background, and the guy's like, get over here. And there's like this thing that comes out of his hand, and he's like, wait, hold on, let me get away from here. And he's running to the forest. He beats the crap out of him, wins the fight. It was amazing. Lots of really campy, cheesy 90s special effects that as a kid I was afraid of, and now I'm like, this is crap. But it was good. But then we do get a moment where I'm paraphrasing because I haven't seen this movie in a little while, but like basically Katana and Liu are like, oh hey, what's up? Hi. And like, we know it's gonna happen. Like, they're good together. They got it. They're fine. She already, she's got it. And he's got it. And it's fine. And they're good. But they don't really show you anything. Then we're going to move into the second movie. And that's where the camp really gets campy. So this is 1997. I did not see this movie until 2000. Let me tell you, 10-year-old me was still just as obsessed with this dude. I was like, oh my god, he's even cuter. So in this one, we actually do get to see a little bit of something between these two. That's why I moved forward. We have and I want to make sure that everybody is the same actor because, yes, it is. Except for Sonia. And this girl has the coolest haircut. It's like this 90s Italian bob type of thing that is just so cute. Love it. I love it. But yeah, we have the same two main characters. And they are like, oh hey, let's hang out sometime, when all this is over, let's get together, yeah. And in the midst of it, she's kidnapped because everybody wants to kidnap the princess, right? I mean, she's a princess. They're gonna kidnap her. She gets kidnapped, and it's like she's kidnapped and gets to see her mother, who she thought was not alive anymore. And she's like alive, but she's like not her. And she's like a crazy person. And mommy issues. Yes. But here, okay, let's okay. Here's my problem. This is where you lost me. Okay, guys, whoever the writers were, you lost me here. So we have these two characters. They're like, hi, hi, you're cute. You're cute. Let's hang out. Okay. Oh no, I'm being kidnapped. No, she's gone. I have to find her. I have to save her. I have to get her. I love her. I need to find her. Where is she? Stop. Stop distracting me. I need to go. Like, he's literally the whole time that, like, the first 5 minutes we had this happen. And then, like, the next 5 minutes, he's like, keeps telling everybody, leave me alone. I need to go. I need to get her. I need to find her. He's in this wilderness, and this girl shows up. This other girl shows up, and he's immediately enamored with her and like, oh my God, you're gorgeous. And it takes him like a full 2 minutes to be like, wait, hold on. I'm in love with someone else. Stop it. It should have taken you 2 seconds to be like, oh, you're really pretty. You know, but let me tell you about this other girl. Stop. Now, okay, so this character who meets him in the wilderness is supposed to be, they call her Jade. Jade is alluring. Jade is, we already know that about the actual gemstone Jade. So, like, that makes sense that, like, she kind of has this, like, witchy spell on him. But it's like, literally, you are not smart. You literally, the movie before, were so freaking smart. And now you're not. But anyway, we move on. And he does say, you know what? No. And she wants to beat him up. And he's like, wait, what is going on? Like, you're weird. And whatever, that was weird. We're done. We're gone. We move on to another weird thing and more weird things. And lots of weird things happen that make no sense. And then he does get to his princess and he saves her. And well, okay, so like she kind of didn't need saving. And like he gets it, but he's like, I still want to help. I still want to help you. And she's like, okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks, babe. And they do win, and then she makes the first move. Okay, so girl, let me tell you what happened when he was looking for you. Do you know? And I always said, what if she was like, she kissed him and then she was like, wait, I heard some things. We need to talk. Maybe I might take that kiss back. Could this be a problem? Because, but no, in all seriousness, like that was like so romantic in my mind. And then watching it again, I'm like, girl, you could have done so much better because red flag. Remember when I said green flag because he remembered what she said when he tripped over the water? Red flag because not him walking 5 miles and then meeting another girl and being like, you're hot. I mean, they could have at least tried. They could have at least had him be like, no, what's going on? Like some type of something. It just, no. No. So that kind of turned me off to it. I kind of lost it. Yeah. I and the thing is, like, I just, no, I lost it. I think that it should have been, I don't know, done more carefully. I don't know. That didn't track well for me. I mean, maybe the fact that he ended up turning into a dragon kind of like she's like, okay. And I mean, okay, so like I said, we're talking about like mystical, magical, blah 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 blah. So like maybe she gets it. I mean, there is a literal twin of her who like wants to kill everybody. And how come she gets to wear pink? I was so mad. I was like, she gets to wear pink and Katana has to wear that gray blue color? No, not fair. I like the pink, but I don't know, whatever. And closing it out, I think we kind of see like it just, they kind of threw that in at the last minute of like, oh, she's gonna kiss him. And so now that I'm watching it when I'm older, I'm like, it kind of didn't, I don't know, it didn't work. It didn't, again, I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about like, you lost her and was like, you were like, oh no, I have to find, love her so much. I'm going down this wilderness to find her. And who is that? Like, do you fall in love with every single girl you see? My gosh. Wake up, boy. You need to pay attention. But with that being said, they are the worst offenders of the so bad it's good movie genre. Campy, crappy, and honestly, I recommend them. I recommend them both. When they're available to stream, go ahead, check them out. Why not? They're stupid, but sometimes, like, especially if I have like a day off where I don't have anything to do, that's what I want to watch. I want to watch a stupid movie. And you can have two. So, I'm just saying, you could spend your whole day watching these movies, and it would be great. It would be terrible, but it would be great. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope I can edit this the right way. I've been so busy. I've been so busy. I hope I can get it edited. So now that process begins. Please follow this podcast because there's always something different, always something new. I switch between more serious and more fun. So if you are somebody who has like a specific podcast that you like to listen to, you might like mine because it does a lot of different things. And you can pick your episodes and you can even save episodes. Now, I don't know if you always could because I never tried, but if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe because I do upload random YouTube exclusive videos where it's not going to be a podcast. So you're gonna not hear it anywhere else. You're not gonna get it anywhere else. This you're gonna get in both places because if you don't have a Spotify, you can watch. You won't see much. I'm just sitting here, but you can watch, or listen as well if you want to, play it while you're vacuuming. Put your phone in one room and listen. It's just a way for everybody to hear. And also don't forget to comment down below, what are your favorite campy crappy movies? Like, what's a movie that like you watch when you want junk food movies? For me, I don't always love them, clearly, but these are movies that I think are that. I think they're fun. So thank you guys, and I am gonna try to keep coming back. I have ideas. They're coming. See ya.